Hey cat lovers, and welcome back to another video. If you're looking to get a new furry friend, you have two main options, adopt or shop. Adopting an animal could be getting a pet from a shelter, rescue, or an individual fostering animals that were likely found or given up. A shop, on the other hand, is a pet store or breeder that has animals that were purposely bred to be sold. Sometimes adopting isn't ideal for everyone. For example, if someone has cat allergies, they may only be able to tolerate certain breeds. However, more often than not, adoption is an excellent choice, and we'll explain why in this video. If you enjoy this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel for more cat videos. Now here are the top 10 reasons to adopt instead of shop. Number 1. You'll gain a loyal companion. One of the most important reasons to adopt a pet is to gain a new loyal friend. Pets are incredibly beneficial and can be very enriching and engaging. It's been shown that having a pet can have significant psychological, physical, and emotional benefits. Pets can provide people with renewed purpose, and they can reduce loneliness and encourage interactions. Studies have shown that owning a pet can even reduce cholesterol and blood pressure. They can also significantly uplift moods and provide companionship. Pets are extremely popular, and for good reason. The bond formed between humans and animals is truly incredible and something that everyone can benefit from. The benefits of owning a pet can truly not be understated. Number 2. You'll help combat puppy mills. Dogs that you'll encounter in shop environments like breeders and pet stores were specifically bred to be bought. This creates an industry of puppy breeding in which the needs and proper treatments of the dogs are lost. Puppies are bred in factory-like facilities in which they are often neglected and brought up in inhumanely poor conditions. Additionally, the mothers of the puppies are held and forced to reproduce over and over again. Like the puppies, they can be neglected and abused. However, moms rarely have the chance to be saved by a loving family. Sadly, once they are no longer able to breed, the mother dogs are often abandoned or even killed. The same cruel practices are done for kitten mills. Puppy and kitten mills are truly heartbreaking practices that unfortunately take place on a large scale. By adopting from a credible shelter or rescue, you'll be ensuring your money is not funding cruel breeding practices. Number 3. You'll ease the stress of the shelter. Animal shelters and rescues are often incredibly overwhelmed. Many shelters face extreme space restraints and have trouble supporting the many animals they have. Unfortunately, sometimes shelters have to resort to euthanization due to the limited space and resources. Thankfully, the number of euthanizations and shelters has dropped significantly in recent years due to an uptick in the people choosing to adopt rather than shop. Hopefully, this trend will persevere as shelters continue to provide the best care they can with increasing support. By the way, you should never underestimate the value of individual help you can provide your local shelter with. Even if you can't volunteer, donating money or pet supplies goes a long way. Your support is incredibly important and valued as it is necessary to keep shelters up and running to provide the best care that they can for animals in need. Number 4. You'll save money. Adopting an animal from a shelter is notoriously cheaper than buying one from a breeder or shop. Because animals in shops are typically purebred, they are much more expensive than animals in shelters. Another perk is that many shelters provide what would be expensive medical care like vaccinations and spay and neuter procedures. This will leave you with more leeway to care for your animal in the future. The average adoption costs around $300, though this varies significantly with circumstances and location. While breeders and shops can charge thousands, there are often extremely pricey upfront costs when buying an animal from a breeder, especially a purebred animal. Breeders often do not vaccinate or spay and neuter their animals, so you'll be responsible for those costs as well. By adopting, you could save a lot of money while additionally knowing that your money is going towards a good local business. Plus, adoption events that offer animals for low costs, or even free, are becoming more accessible and frequent. If you keep up with your local rescue or shelter, you might be able to find and attend one of these events to reduce costs even more. Number 5. You'll be contributing to a good cause. By adopting, you'll be assisting the shelter or rescue of your choice by providing more resources. Not only will you be freeing up much needed space by relieving the shelter of an animal, but you'll also be financially supporting the organization. Many organizations have programs to support animals in need, host educational events, and advocate for the proper treatment of animals. They also provide much-needed care for the animals in their shelters, which unfortunately can be quite costly. So by choosing to adopt, you'll be contributing and supporting your organization of choice to ensure that they can continue doing good work for animals in the future. Knowing that your money is going to a good cause and promoting the welfare of animals can be very fulfilling. Number 6. You'll have more support. Many shelters provide support for those who have adopted even after the animal is out of their hands. You'll find plenty of resources to facilitate the process of introducing a new animal into your home, as well as to answer any questions that you may have. With that said, many people find that shelters are best at catering to individual needs. You'll find support when it comes to choosing the right animal for you, as the employees of the shelter have spent time with the animals, meaning they'll be more likely and able to help evaluate your compatibility with different pets. They'll also be able to help offer help and support, which is something that can be incredibly useful and comforting, especially for new pet owners. Number 7. You can adopt an older animal. More often than not, breeders and shops will primarily offer puppies and kittens. This is because puppies and kittens sell. However, they are also a lot of work, so they aren't for everyone. Young animals like puppies and kittens can be very difficult and require an intensive amount of care and training. Shelters will provide you with a range of ages that allow you to give an older animal a chance. Sadly, there are plenty of older animals out there in need of a home. So if you don't have the time or resources to train and care for a puppy or kitten, an adult might be a better choice for you. Many adult animals in need of a forever home ease the challenges of introducing a new pet to your home. They may have already received necessary vaccinations and be potty trained or leash trained. They also already have a developed personality and are just waiting to get to know you. Adult pets present challenges of their own, and they are by no means guaranteed to be easy. After all pets are complex creatures. However, you can avoid the stress of caring for a young animal by choosing to adopt an older pet from a shelter. Number 8. You can become an advocate for shelters. Learning about your local organizations, rescues, and shelters can be an excellent opportunity to become more involved in your community. By adopting from a local place, you'll get the opportunity to become acquainted with the people and the organization. Most of the time, shelters and rescues are in need of more resources and more advocacy. By familiarizing yourself with your local organizations, you can become an advocate to help out. Shelters often run many different programs and events to support and promote animals in need, so there are plenty of opportunities to get involved. Adoption is quickly becoming one of the most popular ways for people to find a new pet, but many shelters still need help in advocating for their animals. Adopting an animal from a shelter is a form of advocacy in itself because you can promote the shelter through word of mouth. By telling your friends and family about how amazing your new pet is, you can help your shelter get more pets into homes. Number 9. You'll have more variety. If you let go of wanting a specific breed, you'll open yourself up to so many more options. Many people get pigeonholed into buying only purebred or specific breeds that they can overlook other excellent animals. Note that this doesn't apply to those who have breed requirements due to allergies or other specific circumstances. However, if possible, it's helpful to let go of breed preferences and give shelters a chance. You'll find a wide variety of different animals and breeds in shelters, and you may end up finding and loving a pet that you never expected. Every dog or cat has something to offer, and it's a great idea to give them a chance. By visiting your local shelter or rescue, you may be surprised by what you find. There are tons of different varieties of animals in shelters. Some are breed ambiguous, so it may be a fun endeavor in the future to learn about your pet's DNA and heritage. Overall, shelters are a great place to find a variety of different animals and breeds and to potentially find the right pet for you. You never know what you'll find, so why not go take a look? Number 10. You'll save a life. The most important reason to adopt a pet is that you'll be saving a life. Many of the animals in shelters have been abandoned, given up, or were not lucky enough to find a forever home. However, you can change that. By adopting an animal from a shelter instead of shopping or going to a breeder, you'll be saving an animal in need of a home rather than contributing to a system that breeds more animals rather than focusing on helping those that already exist. Additionally, shelters are notoriously overcrowded, and by adopting, you'll be making more room and easing the burden on the shelters. So you'll be giving your new pet a forever home while making room for another animal to have a chance to find theirs. Plus, you'll be providing a safe, comfortable, and permanent home for whatever animal you choose. The impact of a permanent home on an animal's life cannot be understated. Introducing a new animal into your life can be an incredibly rewarding and beneficial experience. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up because it helps other cat lovers find our content. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next Catterday for another video.